Hi everyone, Caroline here. I've been noticing that the time for receiving information, especially from outside sources, is over. There's just too much information coming in from everywhere. Like we are inundated with information from here, from there, from that person, even including the information that comes from me. It's too much, you know what I mean? So I've been noticing this and I'm just wondering whether you're feeling this same thing. You know, right now it really is a time for embodying information. I'm telling you, all those things that Spirit has been teaching you, all those things that your crystals have been teaching you, all those things that you have known and been shown, all those things that have been whispered to you, that you have seen about yourself, that you now know about yourself, that you know about your family, that you know about rescuing other people, that you know about the external world, that you know about this journey of ascension and awakening, all those beautiful things that you have seen in your dreams, that you have been shown about different things that are happening and occurring, that are helping you to emerge and to change and to transform. All those things, the little wisdoms that have come, the synchronicities that have put you on your path. Now is the time to embody the truth and to walk that truth. Information has come, it is changing very quickly, but what about you? Are you changing? Are you transforming? Are you embodying that truth? Or are you still the same person you were a few years ago, a few weeks ago, a few months ago? A day ago. You know what I mean? The change has to be evident. You know, I've been just observing some of these things that are happening out there and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that the same things I used to hear many years ago are some of the same things that I'm still hearing. The only difference is that there is no power to those things. There is no punch to those things. They don't make sense anymore. And I'm just wondering why people are still clinging to some of these ancient type of things or old type of energies that used to be there in the past and are not understanding and are not recognizing that the new energy has come. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you kind of expect that people are catching on to some of these things. And when they are not, you're wondering, or I'm wondering, like, what is going on? Okay, I'm not judging anyone, and I know that there are levels and levels and levels, and not everyone is on that same tier of understanding yet. But I'm kind of expecting some of the quote people who've been on the scene for a minute, a long minute, to have kind of caught on to these things. And when I see that some of these things are not happening, it makes me think, oh my gosh, are we still that behind? But I know we are not behind because of the experiences that we are having right now. Things have changed and we have changed. And the truth of the matter is right now it is about embodying that truth. We can't just be talking about these things, man. That period is over. Right now you have to be about it. You have to be about that healing. Things have to be, you know, at least heading in that direction where you yourself are coming out and proving to yourself that you have, you know, embraced and you have understood and you have become part of the wisdom that you're bringing forth. And you know what? If you've been a teacher of some sort, sharing your experiences, and I'm not talking about this technically, I'm just talking about it in terms of if you've been talking about some of these things, you really have to be in your truth. You know, you have to be in your truth. This is just how it is. As for me, you know, this is just how I'm looking at life. You have to kind of read the energies. I'm telling you, it's not even about ego or whatnot or pride or judging anybody. Right now, it's just about being authentic, right? You gotta be authentic. We gotta be authentic. I gotta be authentic, you know? And I'm just talking about these things because I believe that we have reached such amazing times. I'm telling you. Are you not seeing what's happening? A lot of interesting things are happening out here. Like things are just crumbling and changing and shifting before our very eyes. I mean, we might try to be blind about it or try to pretend that it's not happening, but I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what is really going on. And you know what's going on? We are shifting, we are moving. And many of us now are able to experience life from higher dimensions. We are operating on a higher dimension. We can see what's happening on certain lower dimensions. Not that any of this is bad. It's just that now we are able to observe things more clearly from a higher perspective and then look down on these other dimensions and see, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? I've escaped that, or now I'm able to really see how I can play around in that dimension and really bring light into that dimension or whatever, and then kind of also live in this other higher perspective. It's really interesting to see how these things are happening. You're in this higher perspective, and then you're also experiencing this other dimension, and you're able to kind of toggle in between these dimensions very successfully, and the understanding that, oh my gosh, it's really happening. We are these powerful light beings living in this 3D dimension in a very, very organic way. And it's just such a pleasurable thing to be able to exchange these energies from either dimension, right? So this information flow between dimensions is just so interesting to me. And this is why I wanted to talk about it, because there's so much. People are getting information from everywhere. And information is even increasing with all these AI things, with all these bots and all these other things that are just inundating our spaces. And because of this, it can become really complicated, especially if you're not in tune with yourself and you're not walking in your truth. And seriously, at this point, when information is just so transient, changing every minute, everything is new. What's happening to all that you know that makes you who you are? What's happening to that? Right now is about embodiment of truth. This is how we're going to move forward. This is how we are going to be known. This is how we are going to be seen. The authentic you that is not a robot. The authentic you that is not controlled by AI. The authentic you that is making changes daily in your life and creating a life force path of light going forward is what's going to be known, and that requires an embodiment of truth. I'm going to be talking about a few of my experiences and how things are just going on and what I'm noticing for myself. And it's information, yes. You don't even have to listen to it. I'm just like sharing this to inspire you. But now is a time for embodiment of truth, and we need to put a stop to information, especially information that corrupts our souls. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Embodiment and not too much information. Now it's about the heart, and it's not about all mental, all mind, even though the universe is mental. It sounds like a paradox, but we know how to work with it. Until next time, I love you guys. Keep embodying. Bye.